If you're an HVAC company struggling to turn ad spend into leads, this video is for you. We'll break down the top mistakes HVAC businesses make and how to fix them. Before we dive into the main stuff, in case you need any help with your marketing, feel free to book a call with us using the link given in the description and pinned comment. We are an HVAC marketing company and we have tons of experience serving clients and help them touch $1 million in revenue. So without any further ado, let's get started with the video. Starting with some common mistakes. First of all, and this is pretty easily changeable, right? You can just solve this pretty easy. You just have to go into your ad campaign, edit the part where you want to show your ad, and boom, you got this. And the issue is overly broad targeting. You're spending too much on audiences outside your service area. This is an issue that I often see HVAC businesses make. Second, ignoring seasonality, right? You cannot run the same budget year round. Rather, focus on getting the most out of it, right? Focus on spending more in summer than winter, and obviously then winter, and then when there's a slow season, you can slow down spending and kind of run different offers. You can run offers related to HVAC maintenance and stuff like that, right? Third, poor keyword selection. I already talked about seasonality, and this is kind of ignored in our industry that people do run ads, for instance, around heating, even though season ain't there, right? So you have to bid on certain important keywords and don't just bid on generic terms like HVAC. Instead, you can bid also on heightened phrases like emergency AC repair, furnace repair, emergency HVAC service, stuff like that. Then coming to second mistake, that is audience targeting strategy. I talked about focusing on way too broad audience, but hyper local targeting is also an issue. You sometimes focus into too specific area, for instance, going into 0.5 mile radius and stuff like that. And to be honest, that might sound good. That's not gonna give you enough conversions. You're gonna have hard time getting enough conversions because there's simply not enough data, right? You can use radius targeting instead and 15 miles around your service area based on location and keywords and stuff like that. And for meta ads, you can use zip codes targeting with interest-based audience, obviously. Point number 3, focus on high intent audience. Target users searching for, let's say, HVAC repair, furnace replacement, 24/7 AC service, or emergency HVAC stuff. You get my point, right? And then further, what you can use is you can use or install Facebook Ads Pixel on your website, and you can retarget these people who have visited your landing page, visited your website, and you can retarget them to get pretty great ROI. This is a strategy that we usually implement, and it actually works. Then ad creative. See, ad creative, or for Google specifically, local landing page. This is very important. You have to highlight emergency services or licensed technicians, local credibility, and stuff like that. You can also use testimonials, and often I would suggest to use video testimonials from customers. Then clear call to action. Add as many call to actions as you can, because that is gonna make the game much easier. That's gonna increase overall conversion rate, and I hope that makes sense. You can create CTAs like schedule a free inspection, get $50 off emergency repairs, call now before unit sells out. That's not the best one, but schedule a free inspection, get $50 off emergency repairs and stuff like that. That would work really well. Then you can also add visuals of your vehicle, right? That's something which is important, and I would suggest to add that to add credibility. Then you can track certain landing pages using Google Ads Pixel and stuff like that, and it will exactly tell you how your ads are performing. It's pretty easy, right? But here's more stuff. Make sure your landing page is mobile friendly, because 80% of the HVAC searches happens on mobile. You have to make sure that your page is optimized for mobile, right? Second, localized content. Add localized and service keywords and stuff like that, because that helps in optimizing your Google Ads, and it further show up at the top if you're doing this right. So that's one thing, because I'm not sure if you know this, but based on mainly two stuff, Google puts your ads at the top. First, your budget. Second, your landing page. Make sure you have done both of it. Then make sure you have added credibility stuff, 5-star rating and whatnot, those sort of stuff. You can also add case study and whatnot and all those stuff. Now coming to one point which is very important, that is budget allocation. As I said, increase spend during peak seasons, reduce during off seasons. Then prioritize high performing platforms. Google Ads is usually the best one for your business, and I would suggest to put most amount of your money for advertisement on Google Ads. Then you can use Meta Ads, right? Or Facebook Ads, whatever you say, right? Then you can also start small, that maybe $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, and you can increase based on how it's working well for you, So that's the stuff. And yeah, once these are done, your final action steps would be audit current campaigns, right? Check your geographic location, keywords, timing, then refine audience and creative, improve your local landing page. That's what I mentioned. Then test, track, reach rate. And don't sit and forget ads, right? This is very important to optimize it regularly. I've seen people just kind of having one and forgetting that. And a bonus tip that you can also use local service ads. That's something which is pretty fantastic, and if it's available for you, because there are certain conditions that you have to meet before actually using that. So if you are qualified for that, you should use it. That's fantastic. That was all for this video. I hope you got some value. If you have any other question, feel free to comment below. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Have a great day.